Okay guys, I made it.
I made my dream come true. Look at this. I have just reached the Arctic Circle. There's a strong snowfall here. I tried to stand down my bike. I couldn't do so, the wind blew away. It's not really cold, it's like 0 degrees, but it's very humid. And today I had constant snow and rainfall. Now I'm descending and I think I will have a fuel station about 35 kilometers further. That's my next stop. Let's go. Well, I asked them if I can make a footage together with them, but no, they didn't let me. They said they don't really like playing roles in vlogs and they don't really like playing roles on pictures. So they just told me that I should take the video outside. So yesterday evening, while I was seeking for a place to overnight and these fields around in this suburban area, I went back to my bicycle when I chose a place, and a man appeared from nothing in the darkness, in the falling rain, and he just told me that, "Are you looking for a camping spot?" And I said yes. "Okay, you should not stay outside in the falling rain. We are welcoming you in my daughter's house." So I said, "Seriously? Are you serious with me?" Because it was like surrealistic. I've been on the road 1.5 months long and I didn't have such an invitation, and it was amazing to experience this level of hospitality. So they invited me in a traditional house, a wooden house, which is about 120 years old, and they suggested me to get everything in and dry everything what I can, put it next to the fireplace, the wooden fireplace, and they were so nice. They welcomed me for dinner and they didn't really let me to eat my own food, and yeah, they were so hospitable. I think the free hub is over. It doesn't work at all. I cannot spin. It just doesn't drive the torque through. I cannot cycle uphill. I don't know what to do. Rain is falling, wind is blowing. It's 2 degrees and just have a dead free hub. Narvik is 160 kilometers far from here, and I don't know where else I could buy a new hub. I think I'll go sleep and tomorrow I will decide what to do. Okay, I traveled to Bodø by bus. Now I'm entering the sports one to get a new free hub or a new hub, and or maybe to get it serviced. I don't know what's the problem exactly. Maybe it's just filthy, maybe it's broken, so I will figure out, and I really hope that they have some spare parts here. Okay, so currently I'm at the Sports One shop, and there is a service here, and they service my free hub. There was a problem with, yeah, it was totally dry. There was no lubrication in it, and it was a little bit filthy inside, so finally they cleaned it and they put some extra lubrication on it. So I really hope that it will last. I only have less than 900 kilometers to go, and yeah, it should be lasting. Otherwise, I have another possibility of bike service in Tromsø. Yeah, here's my rescue service. Let's see. He came here from Mo i Rana to this camping. He drove 3.5 hours to get me the new wheel, because he has got a 26-inch wheel, and he served me with that now, and I gave him my old wheel and he's taking it back, and I will use his wheel till the destination. So thank you very much. Let's see, it's just amazing. It's like a real rescue team. Good morning. Yesterday when I arrived at the ferry station of Bognes, there was so bad weather. It was stormy wind and very heavy rain. So I ended up in this pump station. This was my accommodation actually. This huge pump starts when the ferry arrives. It has a big noise, and when the ferry departs as well. So there was at least 4 hours in the night when the ferry was not commuting. So I could sleep well 4 hours, but yeah, anyway, every hour I woke up. I had some AC here. I could charge my mobile, and I was also cooking because there's no fire alarm anywhere. I checked it fully, so I could cook my meal yesterday evening. I was out of this world yesterday. I didn't make any footages. I was not in a mood, in a shape to make any footages yesterday. So yeah, I'm not a very good vlogger because of that. It just depends on my mood, how often I open my camera, how often I start recording with my camera. Yeah, yesterday's happening, the greatest happening was that I left the campsite where I was staying. So I finally got the wheel from Latsi, and the wheel was working well, so I left the campsite, and yeah. Okay, I'm at the ferry now, arriving very soon to Skarberget. Yes, to Skarberget. And from that point I have 96 kilometers to Vietvik, where I will have a host. Oyden, who hosted me next to Oslo in Asker, he has his family there. He has his brothers, sisters, and I think one of his brothers will host me, so they are waiting for me. I think this view deserves my last 5 days sufferings. Can't really get words. So beautiful. I was cycling my last 5 days entirely in pouring rain and snow. It was wet. All my things were soaking wet. It was close to insanity, but this view deserves it. So I have just arrived at Kristel's and Idar's house, and they will host me for tonight. Hey, Kristel.
Hi.
So I'm gonna stay here, and I'm gonna make some reparations on the brake because the brake cable is a little bit stiff because there may be some moisture inside, and I will have to dry it out because it's frozen again. It's freezing again, and Idar is Oiden's brother. So Oiden, do you remember? He hosted me next to Oslo, and he's his brother, and they live in Vietvik. We are in Vietvik, next to Narvik, very close to the Arctic Circle. And look at the area here. This is just beautiful, and we have clear sky. So finally the rain is over. I'm really happy for that. Okay, and this is my room here. I'm gonna hang the tent somewhere, maybe there. We'll have to dry it, it's soaking wet. And soon we will have dinner because they prepared a very good soup for me, they claim, and so I have to go out very soon. I also got some sweets ready for the road. This is also made by Kristel. Thank you very, very much. It's amazing, I really love these cookies. This morning is so beautiful. I got a clear sky. The peaks around are wonderful, covered with snow everywhere. Lights are pink and orangish. Maybe the GoPro doesn't reflect it, but okay guys, I made it. I made my dream come true. Look at this. Holy shit. I fell off from the road and I was just using the side of the road and I slipped off. I ended up in the gap. Holy shit. And there's just this bar here. I hit it with my neck. What the f? Okay guys, so I'm at the hospital in Tromsø, and I had a CT and an MR scan. The CT showed that there are 2 fractures in my spine, and it will recover 100%. And the ligament, the MR picture shows that the ligament is okay. It's just a little bit stretched, but it's not torn at all. So that means that the nerves are intact, so I will recover 100%. I just have to wait for 6 weeks, and I can't load myself. I cannot lift any weight, and I can't really do too many kind of sports. Cycling, not really. I can do hiking. But not running, not cycling. I can do squats and just easy things. So that's the end of the expedition. It's supposed to end at the Nordkapp, about 500 kilometers far from here, but finally this happened. Yeah, well, shit happens, but much worse things could have happened.
Cheers, guys. This is the check-in from a couple of months later. I'm 100% recovered. Neck is totally okay. And I would like to advise you a book, especially for my Hungarian audience. Szóval erről írtam egy könyvet, erről az expedícióról, illetve az afrikai bikepackingről. Ezt egy hónapja publikáltam, és elérhető a webshopomban ezen a linken. Úgyhogy köszönöm szépen, hogy velem tartottatok, és továbbra is tartsatok velem. Sziasztok!